Hi everybody. Okay, today I'm going to play for you Concert Snare Étude 19, which we've talked about and been through in class a good bit. So I'm not going to be teaching it, I'm just going to be playing through it. I'm going to do it twice. The first time I play through it, I'm going to play both sections, the andante and the allegro, the slow section and then the quicker section. I'm going to play both of those under the prescribed tempos that are written on the page. And the second time I go through it, I will actually play at the prescribed tempos. When I'm playing under tempo, I'm going to try to count through it a little bit. Hopefully that won't mess me up. But if I'm not counting out loud, then you certainly should be counting and paying attention to the metronome, for the reference of where the quarter note is. It's worth noting also that I'm going to be playing this on a drum pad, which is sitting on top of a snare drum, and I've got the snares on. A lot of times if you choose to perform something play something on a drum pad, you're not going to get the a very accurate representation or differentiation of different dynamics. But I've discovered that this pad sitting on this drum in this room with this mic actually does a pretty good job of showing my softs and my very softs and my louds, differences between all those dynamics. So if you choose to record your performance of it on a drum pad, just make sure that you're setting yourself up in such a way that all those dynamics can be represented. It doesn't just all sound kind of flat dynamically, because the dynamics are a part of the music that we're trying to show mastery of. It's always better to play it on a drum if possible, if you have one available to you, and if you can play on it without it distorting the audio on your recording too much. Audio distortion is the reason I'm sort of choosing to go with the drum pad this time. Okay, here we go. I'm going to start this thing. The first two lines, the andante section, is meant to be played at 76 beats per minute. I'm going to play it at 60 beats per minute for the slower version right now. Okay. 1 and 2 and ready, go. 1, triple it, 2, 3 and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 E and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and 4 and 1 and a triple it, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and triple it, 3, 4, fermata and disappear. Okay, the next section, the allegro, is supposed to be played at 110. I'm going to play it at 90 beats per minute. Here we go. 1, a 2, 3 and 4, 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and 1 and a 2 and a 3 and 4 and a 1 and a 2, triple it, 4, 1 and up E and a 3 up E and a 1 and E up and E and 3 and 1 E up E a 3 and 4 E and a 2 E and a 3 and a 4 E triple it, 1 and a 2 E and 4 and a 1 E and 3 and 4 E and a 1 and 2 E and a 3 and a 4 triple it, 2 and triple 4 triple E triple E and E 3 and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and 1 E and a E and 2 E and 4 E and triple it, 3, 4, 1 and a 2 E and a 3 and a E and. Ooh, I looked up at the camera on my very last note and it was less than I wanted it to be. Less 1 and a 2 E and a 3 and a E and. Should have been just as strong on that very last note. Okay, there we go. That's under tempo. Now, let's see if I can actually pull this thing off at the tempos prescribed on the page. Again, I'm not going to try to count out loud, I don't think, for this one. So you be counting and use the metronome here as our reference point. I'm going to play the first section at 76 beats per minute, just like it says. And then I'll pause for a moment, switch the metronome to 110 for the second section. Here we go. 1 and 2 and ready, go. Okay. Actually better than I thought I was going to do, but not perfect. I had a pretty flat flam somewhere up there, I think in measure 11. I can't remember if it was the first or second flam in measure 11 that was flat, but I think it was the second one. One and a, one and a, because I'm playing mezzo piano. One and a, one and a, and I should be accenting them a little bit. One and a, maybe I need to push those accents a little harder. Okay. If you play that back, you could probably easily find 3 or 4 less than perfect moments. If you notice those, good on you, and mark it as something that you need a mistake that you need to make sure that you don't make. But it was pretty close. It was a solid A, but not an A plus probably. All right. Good luck, guys. If you have any questions or anything like that when you're working on this thing, polishing it up or making your recordings, just let me know. Bye.